At night when the stars light up my room, I sit by myself, talking to my friends. Hey, my best friends, Allenpallen here, and in today's video, I just spit all over the place. We're gonna be ditching my typical your skin but better makeup routine for a little full coverage moment. We are in fact going to be trying out the 100 layers challenge. Specifically today we're going to do it with foundation, but in an effort to not sit here forever because we're already going to be doing 100 layers, to speed up the drawing process a little bit, I figured we could set each layer in between layering. So that's fun. I've seen a plethora of YouTube creators try this with so many different things, whether it be foundation, lipstick, nail polish, shirts, socks, you name it. And while this is my first time trying it out, I would definitely love to know if there's anything else you guys want me to try doing in the form of 100 layers. So kindly let me know down below. Just so I'm not using up all of my favorite foundations, I'm gonna try to use... Why am I ruining everything today? I'm gonna try and use some foundations that, you know, are not my favorite. They didn't cost a fortune. I don't even know if this is enough. I was thinking too, besides setting it with powder, we could give it a little spritz, kind of lock it all in. I don't really know what's going on, you guys. We're gonna do the first couple layers together, but then after that, I'll kind of fast track through things and we'll do check-ins at maybe layer 10, 25, 50, 75, and 100. Unless something funny happens along the way. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but nonetheless, let's get to business. Since this is a Pallen video, we are of course gonna go all out, which means for each layer, we're gonna use at least a full pump, probably 2 pumps worth of foundation, just so we could have the most dramatic results as possible. I did just get done applying a little bit of my homemade multi-purpose face oil. It's in my shop, link down below. But this is just gonna add a little bit of nourishment into my skin. It's gonna juice it up. It's gonna fill my pores with enriching goodness before we inevitably gunk them all up for the month. As an additional primer, I was thinking we could also use a little bit of my favorite primer. This is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I always want to say soothing, but what I love so much about this primer, you guys, is it's almost like an instant blur filter. It really preps your skin for makeup, but this is also packed to the brim with skin nourishing ingredients. So it's almost like a makeup and skincare all in one. And it's kind of like waxy, kind of weird, but just after a couple seconds of working it into your fingers, oh, it just melts right in. Now that my skin is in fact primed to perfection, I think we're gonna start off with this foundation because it does come with like a weird spatula thing, and I figured this would be better for the later layering. But I'm just gonna kind of scoop some of this onto my face, about, I guess, enough to do a normal foundation look. And then we're gonna use a mixture of this sponge, and even though this is a powder brush, we're gonna use this a little bit as well, because maybe I could just kind of stipple everything on. I'm gonna try my best to make this not crack and crumble away, so just know I'm really trying. Obviously the first couple layers are gonna look pretty normal. A lot of people wear anywhere between 1 to 2, 3 layers of foundation, but when we get past like layer 5, this is gonna look kind of ridiculous. Since I'm so used to using the viewfinder as my mirror, I was literally sitting here staring at the mirror applying my makeup, and out of the corner of my eye, I was looking for my mirror. What's wrong with me? Here's how my face looks after just 1 layer of foundation. It looks pretty good. For someone who generally goes towards a tinted moisturizer, this is already kind of a lot for me. but we are in fact gonna move on to layer number 2. And just like the first layer, we're not gonna be stingy with the product. Now we're just gonna blend that out. I'm definitely gonna take my time in between steps to make this look as convincing as possible. But I feel like if you have 100 layers of foundation on your face, there's really no way to hide that. So I just noticed that I'm already doing this wrong because I forgot to set layer number 1. So we'll set every layer after that. I might forget a couple times, you guys. I'm not perfect, if you couldn't tell. But here's how it's looking after 2 layers of foundation. It's already starting to look really crazy around the eyes, all cracky and crumbly. But you guys, that's the name of the game. All right, best friends, we are in fact applying layer number 3. I don't usually wear, yes, full coverage foundation, but when I do, I would normally shave my face. I did not elect to do that today just because I think it'll look even crazier, but I also knew this wasn't gonna look good regardless, so I didn't want to sacrifice the mustache. I'm really hoping this sensation goes away, but my face itches so bad. I really just want to scratch it, but we're gonna save that for the end. I think it's gonna be super satisfying to take my nails and claw the heck out of my face, and then we can see how deep our foundation goes. Here's how my skin looks after 3 layers of foundation. I feel like I look like a dead body, but we are in fact gonna kind of fast track through the next few layers, and I will check in at layer number 10. Right now we're just finishing up with layer number 10. I feel so disgusting, you guys. I look so gross. I guess we're 10% done, but we're already to the point of the project where when I'm tapping my face with this sponge, it's really disrupting the makeup underneath. So I think I'm gonna have to try to go as light as possible with this, and I'm not sure if it's gonna make it better or worse, but I have been increasing the amount of setting powder I'm using. I might even switch over to like a loose setting powder instead of a pressed powder. I feel like I forgot to say a lot of the products I'm using, so I will leave everything linked down below. But now, you guys, we are in fact gonna fast track again. Here's 10 layers. We're gonna fast track to layer number 25. For anybody who's ever been curious, this is what 25 layers of foundation looks like. My face doesn't itch anymore, you guys, but it's kind of numb, kind of tingly. My eyelids and eyelashes are very heavy. I ended up using up most of this spatula applicator foundation, so we are in fact gonna move on to my Milani Conceal and Perfect. I have also quit using this pressed powder, and I moved on to this Coty Airspun powder. I have it all over my table. But that's okay, guys. This stuff is really thick, and I think it's helping build up the product. So now we're gonna apply layer number 26 before I fast track again to layer 50. Let's just make this one a real thick one. Ooh, when I close my eyes, they stick together. Ah! All right, you guys, let's blend, blend, blend. It's so creamy. If this was alive or something, I would totally bring you guys with me and I would go to Aldi's or something. But I don't know if I have the confidence for that right now. Maybe we'll try to embarrass myself in public a different day. Okay, so there is the foundation. It's time for powder. I'm such a powdery boy. It kind of looks like flour. I'm gonna make sure each of these layers is really set. We've done so much work, you guys. I don't want anything to get ruined. I wouldn't want to be ugly. I'm gonna give that a little spritz. And then I'll see you guys at layer 50. So far I've been at this project now for about 2 hours. We are in fact halfway done. This is layer number 50. Aren't I stunning? Aside from being out of this foundation, I'm out of this foundation now also. I might have like one more layer's worth left. I've also finished up all of my Coty Airspun powder. So for the next 25 layers, because we're gonna check in again at layer 75, you guys. I'm just gonna kind of go over to my makeup and see, I guess, what other foundations or powders I don't use all that often. But then we'll check in again at layer 75. I can't wait. I definitely was not anticipating using so much product. These are empty. I finished off this, and I finished off this. These were pretty low, but I'm almost out of powder. I look ridiculous. This is what my sponge looks like. It's so saturated that it literally feels like clay. Oh my goodness. Now it's only 4. But for the last 75 layers, I'm sorry, for the last 25 layers, because this is after 75 layers, I'm gonna try using my Jouer, I don't even know what this says, Matte Moisture Tint Sunscreen. This is really expensive, you guys, but we gotta do what we gotta do, okay? We have 25 layers left. So I'm just gonna kind of layer some of this. If I have to move on to another product, you know what, guys? I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm just gonna keep going because we're almost there. I don't know. Maybe I'm done with that sponge. That sponge is so compact and mushy. It's really not offering me much use. But I do in fact promise you guys, whatever it takes, I will somehow, some way, apply another 25 layers of beautiful foundation. And then I'll show you guys the end result. Look at my table though. Oh my god. Ugh, now it's all over my phone. Yuck. Before I show you guys the big reveal, I just thought we ought to take a moment to pay our respect to my poor makeup collection. Feel free to leave a nice little RIP in the chat down below. And here is what my face looks like when I close my eyes really tight and then open them. It was doing it more before, but they kind of stay shut together. It looks really crazy. I don't even really know what to say at this point, you guys. I don't know if I look ill or diseased, or if I just look like a girl who just tried putting on makeup for the first time. I don't really know what to say, you guys. So if you have anything to say, kindly say it down below. Obviously, this was all done in pure fun, so if you want to, you can even roast me. A nice little roasty toasty. Oh my gosh, you guys. I kind of ran out of loose powder, so the last few layers were, in fact, not set the best. And also, the stuff on top is technically a tinted moisturizer with hyaluronic acid and whatnot. So it's very moist. It's very dewy. I love it. Okay, so what I was thinking, you guys, before we take our nails and scratch my face up, I could kind of complete the look really quick, and we're just gonna add a touch of bronzer, and I'll be right back. It didn't really go very well. It's not working. If anything, it's just kind of taking some of the product off my face. So before I go take a shower, as long as my hot water will permit, I thought we could run my nails across my skin. Oh, and there's hair in the mixture. Oh, I love that for us, you guys. Ooh, you know what I could do? Is I could like scoop all of this off. I could put it in a jar and we could save it for later. That way the fun never has to end. Do you hear that? It's so creamy. Oh, now it's in my hair. I'm a monster. Alright, you guys. I need to go wash my entire existence after I take that much needed shower. I have a lot of cleaning to do. I would normally throw out all my empties, but I'm actually going to wash off all the bottles because I'm going to kind of go through in an upcoming video all of my makeup, rate it, and I'm going to do a declutter. Obviously, most of this stuff is then going to get thrown away, but I want to save it so I can rate it. So stay tuned for that. I had fun today. I wish I could have hung out with you guys in between just because this project took forever. But the time I did get to spend with you, I very much enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoyed it too. Definitely let me know what you guys want to see next here on this channel. My eyes are so heavy. Whether it be makeup, arts and crafts, or literally anything, you guys. I have open ears. As you can see, that's the only part of my face not covered in foundation. Other than that, friends, I do love you all so much, and I will see you super soon. Goodbye, friends. Be well. Quick little update after scrubbing my hair and my face for at least a half hour. I'm out of hot water. I'm going to try again in a little bit. As you will see, I was not able to get everything off my skin or my hair, and I actually scrubbed my hair so many times, probably washed it like 20 times with a whole bottle of shampoo. I stripped most of the color out of my hair, so yeah!